The real estate market is improving for buyers. There are more homes to choose from, homes are staying on the market longer, prices are dropping, but here's the catch. All of these things I just mentioned, they are all lagging indicators. By the time you hear about these changes in the real estate market, the data is a month old. Sometimes it's 2 months old. That's the equivalent of you wanting to buy or sell some stock, and when you go online to check the stock market, the stock prices you're seeing are a month or 2 old. That would be very bad for you financially, and lagging indicators in the real estate market can also be very bad for you financially. Hi, I'm Bob Woolverton. I'm with Pure Real Estate in Bellevue, Washington. When we come back after this 8-second intro, I'll explain what I mean by lagging indicators in the real estate market and what you need to know, so stick around. Let me take you back in time just a couple of months to the middle of May of 2022. Up to this point, the Seattle area housing market had been red hot. Prices were appreciating, homes were selling within a week, and every listing had multiple offers, sometimes dozens of offers. In the middle of May, a client called me and said he wanted to sell his home. We analyzed the current market, determined a proper listing price and a marketing plan, and decided to go live on the market just 2 weeks later on June 1st. However, during that 2-week period of preparing to go onto the market, I began to see a shift in the real estate market. Prior to this point in time, when looking at active listings, all listings had a combined days on market in the single digits. If a home stayed on the market for 10 days, 11 days, moving into double digits, it was an extreme rarity. It usually meant there was something wrong with the home, or it was overpriced and there were simply better values in the market. However, during this 2-week preparation period for my client's home, I suddenly began to see more listings crossing that double-digit threshold of days on market. 10 days, 12 days, 14 days on market. Yikes! Things were beginning to change. Also during this 2-week prep period, another similar home about 1 block away came on the market for less money than we were planning to ask for. We figured this home was going to be strong competition for us, and we hoped that it would sell before we came on the market. But it didn't. June 1st arrives and we began having a lot of showings, but no offers. We get through the first weekend with 2 open houses, lots of showings, but no offers. Now we've been on the market for 4 days. Our competition 1 block away has been on the market for 17 days. Also had lots of showings, but no offers. In a 2-week time period, from the time my client and I discussed putting his home on the market and actually getting onto the market, the real estate market had begun a serious change. And the only people who knew about this serious change in direction are the real estate professionals who watch the market every day. For my client, we got an offer on day 6. It was a strong offer, waiving all contingencies with a 2-week closing date. This offer was the strong, aggressive type of offer we would have expected to see about 3 weeks prior, but not in this change in environment. My client asked me if we should hold out for more money, and I explained the shift in the market that I was seeing during the last 2 weeks and advised him that we needed to jump on this offer or we may not get another offer at this price. So we took the offer, and 2 weeks later, my client had a ton more money in his bank account than he did the day before. And what happened to the home a block away that we thought was our competition? Well, they chased a declining market. They did 3 price reductions, and after 67 days on the market, the owner canceled the listing. It never sold. On the day my client's listing closed, obviously I was very happy for my client. He did very well in a rapidly changing market. But I kind of felt sorry for the buyers, because on the day they closed on my client's home, for the same amount of money that they paid, they could have now gotten a home in the same neighborhood that was much larger and much newer. In essence, for the money they spent, there were suddenly much better values in the market. But I don't represent them. I represent my seller, and my seller did very well. Now, during the 2 weeks in June while we were waiting for my client's home to close, I had another client come to me and say he wanted to buy a home. And I told him, wait, the market is shifting. I'm seeing price reductions, sometimes in excess of $100,000. Don't buy now. Let's wait a bit and let this market shift, settle out a bit, and see where it goes. But here's the catch I was talking about in the introduction. This new buyer didn't know about this changing market because it hadn't been reported anywhere in the media yet. So when I told him I've been seeing price reductions in excess of $100,000, he was surprised because he hadn't heard anything about that in the news. And that's because of lagging indicators. And here's what I'm talking about. This page shows active listings in an area. In this column, CDOM, that stands for Combined Days on Market. This is the column I mentioned earlier that prior to May of 2022, all of these numbers were in the single digits. If a listing got to 10 days or more, it made you wonder what was wrong with the home. But now, look at all these numbers, 35, 49, 70 days on market. The one with a 0 means that listing came on the market the day I ran the report. But up until the middle of May, double-digit days on market were unheard of. But the people who noticed this change first were the professional real estate agents who look at these numbers every day. But here's a perfect example of lagging indicators. This home went on the market for $950,000. They dropped the price to $900,000, and after 38 days on the market, they accepted an offer on their home. But we don't know at this point, after 38 days on the market, at what price did they settle for. Perhaps they got their $900,000, or perhaps they accepted an offer for $880,000 or some other different number. And we won't know the answer to that question until the transaction closes, which normally is about 4 weeks after they get mutual acceptance on the offer. Sometimes it's shorter, sometimes it's longer. So this home went pending on August 5th of 2022. And let's assume they have a 4-week closing. So they will close on September 6th because September 5th is a holiday. Which means the results of this sale, or the data from this sale, will not be reported in the MLS's monthly press release, which goes out the first week of the following month. So this data will be part of the September 2022 press release, which is when all the media outlets will use the press release to talk about what's happening in the Seattle real estate market. Clearly, a 1-month time lag between when action occurs and when it's reported by the media. But professional real estate agents knew about the price reduction on July 26 when it happened, and will know the final outcome on the totality of this transaction a month before it's in the press release. Here's another example. This home was on the market for 50 days, had a $48,000 price reduction back on July 5th, but using the same 4-week closing criteria, the data from this transaction will probably be included in the September press release. And when we talk about price reductions, this home went on the market on July 21st. On August 10th, it had a $100,000 price reduction. Now, if you're shopping for a home, a $100,000 price reduction is important to know about. But this August 10th price reduction will be included in the September press release. Again, lagging data. Now, this home had 2 price reductions totaling $100,000, the last reduction occurring on August 11th, which will again be included in the September press release. This home had a $151,000 price reduction on August 5th, which will be included in the September press release. Again, another example of lagging data. A 13% price reduction in 21 days is an important statistic to know if you're looking to buy or sell a home. It doesn't do you any good to find out about these types of statistics a month later. That's why it's important for you to be working with a real estate professional who looks at these numbers every day and who knows what is happening in the market today, not last month or 2 months ago, like you'll find in the monthly press release. If you're selling your home, you need your home priced to accurately reflect today's market. Otherwise, like many of these other homes, you'll be on the market forever with continuous price reductions as you're chasing a declining market. Just like that home that we thought was our competition, they kept chasing a declining market with price reductions, and ultimately it didn't sell at all. And if you're buying a home, you want to make sure you're getting the best value for your dollar based upon what the market is doing today, not what it was doing last month or the month before. Much like the buyers in my client's home, merely 2 weeks after they made their offer, there were much better values in the market. A professional real estate agent can help you identify a shift in the market like that and help you get the most for your money. So if you're thinking about buying or selling a home in the near future, you will want to identify a real estate agent who represents you early in the process, perhaps 2 or 3 months before you think you'll be ready to make a move, to make sure you're getting current information about today's real estate market, rather than relying on media reports that generally lag behind what is actually happening in the market due to those lagging indicators. If you're in the greater Seattle area, reach out to me and see if we're a match. If you're outside the greater Seattle area, watch my videos titled, Are You Smarter Than a Real Estate Agent? Parts 1 and 2. Those videos will give you some good interview questions to help you separate the true real estate professionals from the amateurs. Well, that music means we're out of time for today. I hope you found value in today's video. If you did, you already know the routine. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell. And don't hesitate to share this video with your friends if you think it'll be useful for them. If you have a real estate question that I haven't already answered on this YouTube channel, somewhere among these 150 plus videos, please put your question in the comments below, and I'll make a video specifically to answer your question. If you'd like to contact me, all of my contact information is in the description below and at the end of this video. I'm Bob Woolverton. I'm with Pure Real Estate in Bellevue, Washington. Here on YouTube, I'm known as your Northwest Realty Advisor. I'm the one real estate agent who invites competition. Because you should always interview at least 3 real estate professionals and pick the best one to represent you. Even if you call me, you should still interview 3 real estate professionals and pick the best one to represent you. That's what I mean when I say that I invite competition. I look forward to seeing you right here next week with a new video.